Everybody comes to Louisiana for different things. We got Shreveport, Natchitoches, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, all that. But the most thing they come for is either Mardi Gras, culture, fun, all that. But the most important thing is the culture and the food. My favorite dish that comes out of Louisiana has to be crawfish etouffee. And the history about crawfish etouffee is also very important to understand how this dish means so much to many different people. Crawfish etouffee originated in South Louisiana, especially among the Cajun communities. It can be made two ways, either Cajun or Creole, but today we're focused on Cajun. I'm more Cajun than Creole. So we're gonna do it the Cajun way. But it originated of Chick-fil-A, Basin, and Bridge area in the mid 20th century. The word etouffee comes from the French word étouffer, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I'll put the pronunciation up. Meaning to smother, referring to the cooking method of gently simmering crawfish in a rich sauce made with butter, onions, celery, bell peppers, garlic, stock, and seasoning. This dish is traditionally served over rice. Although Cajun families have been making versions of it for generations, crawfish etouffee became widely known in the 1950s after restaurant in Bridge often called it crawfish capital of the world, featured it on their menus, helping popularize it throughout Louisiana and beyond. Today, Cajun and Creole versions exist, where Creole recipes more likely to introduce tomatoes, while Cajun recipes typically do not. For me, I'm more on the Cajun side. I do not put tomatoes in my crawfish etouffee. Although I haven't tried it the Creole way, I'm open to it. As shown in the back, this is visuals of a different part of New Orleans and Louisiana. These are the signs that you see when driving to Louisiana to let you know that you're here. And most signs are also in French. Now let's look into how to make crawfish etouffee. First, my mom typically boils the rice with a lobster tail and also puts chicken broth in it just to get more flavor. The crawfish tail has nice rich seasoning. As long as you season it, gives it a nice flavor. Then we have the shrimp that we're gonna also make with our crawfish etouffee and then the lobster tail. That's what the rice looks like with the chicken broth. Just gonna kind of stir it. Then we lead on to cutting all of our onions and green onions and stock, like I said previously. To make crawfish etouffee, it's really just vegetables and all of that, but we also eat ours with biscuits. So my mom also made a side of biscuits. They're really good, and she put honey and butter on top of them. So delicious. But typically when making crawfish etouffee, it's usually butter, onions, celery, bell peppers, garlic, and stock. And then my mom uses this brand, which is the best brand of crawfish if you want to buy it from the store. You put that in the pan and you just want to let that simmer. You can mix it up because we have to make our roux, and a roux is very important in all Louisiana dishes. If your roux isn't good, your food is not going to be good. But just to make the roux, she just puts all her onions for flavor, of course, and then also a little bit of seasoning, the crawfish in there, and we want to mix that up and let that cook for a little bit. Then to make your roux, you're going to put chicken broth in it. I don't know what other people use, but I know we use chicken broth and it tastes amazing. And I like my food a little spicier, so my mom adds extra spice in this whole thing. But to make your roux, you just want to let that simmer on kind of medium heat. And your roux is supposed to be really flavorful, and this is the key thing, the key points in making crawfish etouffee. If this is wrong, your whole thing is wrong. So she's just adding a little bit of chicken broth right now, and she's just mixing that to really get the roux. You want to make sure everything is smothered, everything is getting in everything. One wrong move, your roux is going to be all wrong. Then this is just the rice more all cooked, and we're still focusing on the roux. You're going to let it sit for a little bit. It's boiling up. That's a good sign. She also put flour in her roux, and then this is the biscuit. It looks so good, so good. And then this is just her stirring it. As you can see, it's more of a kind of a thicker texture, and it's more browner. For when we saw it previously, it was a more clearish. That's what you want your roux to look like. Also in your roux, it also contains flour. My mom put about 5 or 6 tablespoons of flour. Not a lot. A little goes a long way. But then you just want to kind of set that to the side and focus on the other stuff. Then we have our shrimp. She puts Tony's and a lot of other seasonings. She said I'm not allowed to share her seasonings. Very sorry. very salty. My apologies, but I tried it on the biscuit, guys. This was amazing. Then my mom also puts fried shrimp on top of our crawfish etouffee. So this is just her frying the shrimp and she's taking it out like normal. But crawfish etouffee means the world. As I was talking to my mom, she doesn't want to be on video, but she said crawfish etouffee is what she used to eat as a little girl. It's oftentimes when it was like cold outside or just like a fall kind of treat, my grandma would make her crawfish etouffee or gumbo, and it tastes so good. And my mom actually learned how to cook from my grandma, and unfortunately my grandma was not able to come and talk to you guys, but she was like that growing up. She grew up like long time ago, my great grandma. So she just said that this dish is very important to her. It reminds her of family, culture, food, and all the things that we had to grow up with. And from this dish to come from a long time ago and still stand here today, and it's a staple in Louisiana Southern culture, is just amazing. She just went on and on about how much food really tells a story and how it means so much to her from a little kid. And this is one of our dishes.